Here we go. There we go. Hello, Mr. President. First one in. Welcome, welcome. Looks like it's just you and me, Eric. Let's crack on. Let's crack on. This for the crew. This is. We need these clients. Hang on a minute. There's so many streams happening right now. But I've been trying to be a good boyfriend instead. Yo, Darren, welcome. So hole 1 is going to be APOC on a Hornet. That's all we need. Kingmaker, well laughing. Sean Williams, welcome. Thank you for being here. Well, I've got a beer, and I hope you have too. Cheers to you. Saturday night. I'm a few Heinekens in. And I was thinking as well. I might end up using 4 Berserkers here. 369 and probably 8. I would imagine. That's a big wind, much bigger than I was hoping to see. So it's going to be full beans, max everything. Get it down there as far as possible. Oh, God, so slow. So this is going to be the rough. But it's not a terrible place to be. Not a terrible place at all. I hold out from here on Thursday, I believe. Adjustment was about 2.5 rings. Just offset slightly outside the right. Obviously need a perfect ball. Tyler, welcome. Rick as well, thank you for being here. You silent assassins and secret lovers, thank you all for being here. That's what I wanted to do. That was a horrible great ball. Big wind. Should have started it off further out to the right, really. I'm not as far forward as I was the other day, so this is actually going to be more like just over 3 rings, I would say. Over-adjusted, which I'd prefer, to be honest. I'm sick of missing left. But poor, terrible drive, no eagle is not a good start. At the top of the leaderboard, I've got 3 people tied for first on 14, and then someone in 4th place also with a 14, I think. We can have a look in a second. Oh, Pete on the telly. I'm wondering if it'd be possible to match up. I don't know if the account he's playing is a... I think it looks like an expert, not a masters expert. That would be nice. That would be nice. Yo, Clutch, welcome. No, I've already had my go. Casey, PJ. Oh, yo, Mark. Michael, Tim and Terry, thank you all for being here. Sounds like there's a cat fight outside. Always sounds interesting. So that's a terrible start. No shootouts going to be played. Get rattled through this as quickly as possible. Alright, we've just got to drop hole 2 here. Thank you all for the good luck. I'm going to need it. Oh, I didn't have a look. We'll have a look after. Hope you're enjoying your Saturday nights. It is strange being forced to play your weekend rounds, or your final rounds, whatever they call this. It is going to be a slow stream. No one's going to be, or not many people are going to be playing here, and they don't give you a replay for a stupid amount of time for whatever reason. We're playing a tiny little dog. Andrew, welcome. Thanks for the good luck. Tyler, he's just not around. I believe he's well and he's okay, and he's just not around for a bit. That's weird. I thought it would be a global setting, but it looks like it's by account. I accidentally switched it on my main account. So yeah, I have it on one account. Yo, many happy returns, Mark. What better way to bring in a birthday? Hey? What better way to bring in a birthday? One time, come on. Left. So, don't get a single drop there. The weird thing is that sentence makes perfect sense, Casey. Because here it is the small hours. 1:45 in the AM. Alright, it's got to drop 3. First berserker hole is going to be 3. I'm going to smash it up there, and then hopefully set up some kind of guardian for the... Oh, it's a replay. I remember. Some kind of guardian for the green. Oh, for goodness sake. Talk about not having your bag set up. Oh yeah, I'm going to use some of these. And why not, eh? Yes, Andrew. Sup, big arm? Okay. APOC Guardian. Let's roll! Darren. Right, so I'm going to try and smash it down there as far as possible without being too greedy, without getting in the rough. And then hopefully leave a position where I can just tap it up there with a Guardian for an eagle putt. That's the aim. That's what I'm going for. It's worked once. Well, it didn't really work once. It's not worked a single time. I've only tried it twice. And I did chipping out the rough. But I got it once. Tyler, it was a group called Schoolyard Bullies that was set up back in the old days when there was only 11 tours, and it was an invite-only group for anyone with 5170 trophies. And then there was a subsequent one after Tour 12 came out. It's called SYB 6270. And we basically set up accounts on a Sunday and then played 8 games a day and joined the tournament after having an account for 1 week, and then we all entered the same weekend bracket. It was just like a little in-house tournament that we did. Very enjoyable, absolute monster group of boys. Many of those accounts are 6270 accounts now. Masters Gold banners. Yo, Fenzi, Tony. Why is that, Tony? Why is that? Okay, 10-4. So let's see what we need for an adjustment. About 8.5 rings. I'm going to go with 1 and 2. I don't want to be too far over to the left here, but I do want to start further over to the left. So 8. 8-6. Looks nice. I think it's great proof left and right, Darren, yeah. But you need to start it over, you know it's going to land in the neck of the, between, like where it dog legs a little bit. So you can start it expecting to land there, which means you can crank up the right spin, and it's definitely going to be okay with a great left or right. The thing you need to be wary of is the top spin. I've seen people go in the rough with 1 top spin, but my wind was low and it was more of a straight angle, whereas it can have a slight more of a tail. Then you just need to be a bit more careful. So now hopefully going to have some kind of shot here with a Guardian. I'm going for the bounce over. Might need some power, might not need some power. Probably need a tiny bit, I would imagine, but you don't really know until you get here. I wish I had have watched Jesse's playthrough before I played my own account, because he even said about don't be putting backspin or left spin on this. Just, it will be going left anyway. I didn't see any of that. Right, okay, so it's going to be 10 rings. So, plenty power. I should have maybe curled it even. No, it's going to be in the rough on the other side. That's okay though. I've missed it from the rough on this side. I dropped it from the rough where my opponent is now. It should be okay. Should be okay. Perfect ball. That's what we need. Yes, Tony. Yes, Tony. And Tommy, welcome. Kieran, thank you for being here. Welcome to both of you. Is Mrs. Richardson already in bed, Tony? Or are you... No, you're not living out of a hotel on a Saturday, are you? Oh. Fenzi, I'm glad for any of my fuck-ups that you can use, mate. You know that. My fuck-ups are for everyone. Okay. Surely a great left is in here. Surely. Let's see. Ha! Psych. Come on then. Right, hole 4. It's time to drop this bad boy. What's happening with that, Fenzi? Because you know, I said to you, you asked me day 1, and I said, oh, I didn't bother doing anything, and then the next day I went in, and it's all automatic. It's like once you've achieved the minimum parameters, which basically 1,000 subs is always the last thing that you're going to need. Yeah, so you're automatically in that process where it says it takes about a month. Have you heard anything? No, Rick, I haven't got the new ball on any account. Yeah, I'm only 3 heinies and I don't know how many J's in. I can still hit perfect. June 26th. 1 top, 2 left. Oh, I don't think you need left spin. That wind is savage. And if you're going with the Berserker, then the wind is a lot higher. When I saw Andrew Hagen do it, he had an egg ball. So an egg, a gear, an autumn. I don't know any other ball that's got 5 power wind 2 is a better option. You know, the Berserker is always going to be at more of a disadvantage. I went with 1 top, 2.5 right. Oh, that's terrible. Oh dear. Oh dear. Ooh, that was close, wasn't it? Dear, it's tight. It's tight on time. No way. No way. No way. That is outrageous. Outrageous. Yes! Come on. For the Heinies and the Jays. Let's do it. Let's do it. That is outrageous, though. thought that was perfect in, I did. Alright, so pretty average. So just got to get 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. And it's possible. It is possible. Alright, so Kingmaker. Yes, Fenzi. The Burbs are my favourite place, you know that. Pete is like one hole behind. I bet he drops this ace that I just missed. That's the stream you want to be watching. Peter Johnson. Live now. 7-6, tiny wind. And that's about 6 rings of adjustment. At 4.5, 4.5. And it's that tailwind as well. So let's see what it comes back down to. Oh no, it's 6 rings, not 7. It comes down to 11. It was 9 it came down to earlier, such was the level of tailwind. Oh dear. Great right is never good, and I do think that was a bit too much overpower as well. Let's see where it ends up. Oh, you little shit. Great right, killed that. That's not normally my bag, a great right. No, it's got to be a second Nirvana. Pete's playing his second expert account now. He's got 2 experts and 2 masters. Oh, he's just left his on the lip in exactly the same way I left mine on the lip. Wow, okay, right, so, perfect ball. Tony, right, it's the end. For me, right, I've always been so bad at the start. It's been this hole that has been the change in my fortunes. It's a shame I've just ruined it. But yeah, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9, they're all possible. So that's 10 on top of whatever you can muster from your first 4. Just outside, that's what we're going for. No, great right. Great right, great right. That is total dog shit, that is. Maybe my motor skills are not up to the standard. This is what hops and herbs will do. Oh well, 6, 7, 8, 9, still a decent score. We're just going to count them down, right? So 6, 7, 8, 9 is going to be still good. Any of them not happening, less good. Because what am I going to be on now? Not many. What's that? 6 under after 5. It's poor. It's really poor. So if it is 8 more, which it won't be, that'll be 14 under. And there are 4 of them on 14 under, 13 under tie break, which is what I think I've got. Yeah. So 6, 7, 8, 9 for an exciting finish. Hole 6, QB. QB cat. Kingmaker. I got this. That's all we need, Arnie. It's all we need. Eagles all the way. And we're just going to have to get more and more aggressive as we go. Do you know what? This is it. This is it. It's not a Kingmaker. It is not a Kingmaker. I'm going to stick a Berserker on this. We're going over. We're going over, folks. Max topspin, max overpower. Try and clear the sand with the APOC 5. Should come in nice, whether it clips the rough or not. And then hopefully set up a cat slice with some backspin to probably just drop in for an Alba is what I imagine will happen. But worst case scenario will be a tiny little putt for an eagle. Yo, fat lag, what up? Theodore, this is a max. Oh no, tell me I've got a... Did someone just say a cat works fine? A Thor's works fine. With a Berserker. We're going to find out right now. Okay. Let's see what we got here. 11, 3. And that's 8 rings. Let's hope so, because if this is the sand, which it is, I'm not doing anything in this round. Bollocks. Bollocks, not setting up an APOC cat bag is as basic a basic error as you could possibly make. Alright, so it's going to be a Nirvana hook as far as possible with a Berserker, which, you know, still might leave something droppable. What a shame. I don't need any Thor's bags at all. Just poor preparation, that is. After my notes have been updated, I have not set up my bags to adjust for those. Get over. Get over. Well played. Well played. Oh, I'm in the fucking sand. I'm in the sand. With what dry? Oh, with the... Oh, dear. No, it's going to be a backspin, isn't it? Or is it going to be a... Oof. What a horrible choice. It's like a slap in the face or a poke in the eye. Oh, man. Oh, bollocks. What shitty preparation. I cannot believe I ended up doing that with a Thor's hammer. Instead of reverting back to plan A when I didn't have my right bag set up. Thor's 6, easy over. Well done. Oh. Liberty Ball, for fuck's sake. It's my fault. You know, you see something in the chat, you just read it, you think, sweet. Awful. The Liberty Ball wouldn't have any effect on the distance anyway. It's a side wind and they have the same power. It's just more wind to adjust for. You need those 240 yards to get over and clear the sand with a power 5. Right, max 10-9. Oh, it's down into this horrible bunker as well. This is terrible. Oh, for fuck's sake. No, no. Oh, look at that. Yeah, Eagles on 7, 8, and 9 will be maybe scraping a top 10 if this goes in. Wow, man. Oh, come on, man. Wow. Short. I did not expect short there. I expected right. Wow. Alright, fun time, Frankie. It's nothing at all doing here. What a shame. What a shame. Let's see an ace then, just for the lols. Pull your pants up time indeed. Yes, Arnie. Why didn't I set my bags up? That's the question. Yeah, I know, Mark. I know. This is just... This was the account I wanted to do something on. That's why I played it last. And then, again, just getting delayed, playing at the stupid o'clock in the morning. Not conducive to a good round. I absolutely hate it. I would just much rather just play them all in the afternoon. Right, so here I'm going to play a 25% over adjustment. Hopefully, I've been missing left here by making too much allowance for the offset. So I'm going to keep it a bit tighter this time. If I miss, I'm missing right. That's my intention. That looks like a good shot. That is a bigger wind. So 11.5 on the adjustment. Fuck's sake, man. Come on. What a dickhead. So, can't miss right. That's going to be fast and left. Arnie. Right, so I will be trying the APOC shot, with a Zerk, because why not? First time, right here. The round's an absolute bomb site anyway, so it matters not what happens. And then, I don't know, see what ball inventory we've got for the final hole. We've got some Liberty balls. Could try and go over. Go over the water. That's the plan, Mark. Haven't had a ace on a par 4 in a while. Why not here, right now? Straight wind again. It's the headwind again. Man, they're absolute wankers. This isn't getting anywhere, in fact. It's an impossible shot with the headwind. But who cares? Oh, it's too much curl. It's too much curl. It's never getting out of there with that side wind anyway, but it was too much curl. And he's got the tailwind. The crosswinds that are... They shouldn't go beyond, like, the straights. They should be one way or the other. You can't have headwind for some and tailwind for others. That's twice I've had that headwind now. Easy chip. No, Darren, I got those as compensation because Playdemic, this was one of the accounts that got lost. Nothing to do with the scanning, just perfectly coincided with the one time that I put my QR code up for people to scan. But nothing to do with that, apparently. Right, leaving this one through the hole. It's not many rings. Most of a ring. No, not enough. Yeah, so because my account was lost for 4 days and then they chucked us in that weekly bracket on the Sunday, anyone who was affected in that, I think it's about 200 people, they received 9 fireworks and 9 Liberty balls. Well, no, I mean everyone was getting free balls, no breakfast, but it messed up like 200 accounts, so they couldn't be used at all. We weren't in a weekly league. We were ejected from our clans. Our accounts were totally unusable for like 4 days. I think it was the Tuesday to the Saturday, or it happened on the Tuesday night, and then I couldn't play my account Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then it was back on the Sunday. So I'm going to crank one of these Liberty balls on now, see if we can get over the water. Well, there's no data available, no breakfast, is there? You need to put data into your QR code to scan. It was just a terrible piece of marketing, I think, It just made it harder on everyone else to do something that in theory was really easy to do. Yo, Gibo, welcome. Right, over we go. Do you know what? Thinking about that hole 6, it was a backspin shot for the second shot. I could have just used my Guardian. I wanted my Guardian anyway. I'd rather have a 90% accuracy club than a 50% accuracy club. Again, just terrible thought process there. Cheers, Skimpy. Yeah, so, right, streaming. I think tomorrow I'm going to do like a Tour 11, like Masters tournament prep. See about getting as many new holes as possible. And then I'll be streaming Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I'll try and get on Thursday at like 8 o'clock in the morning. The second the opening round opens, I'll be there, and I'll try and play 2 accounts back to back before I have to go, because Kimmy and I are going to another festival, so we're camping next weekend, so there won't be any further content after that Thursday. And then hopefully I've got service that means I can play my weekend rounds in a field in Oxfordshire. 14 wind, now we're talking. Right, so I want to be landing up here. Don't want to land too close to the actual water. Oh, it's not where I wanted to be at all. I wanted to be over. I wanted to be in the hole. So that's going to be in Hornet range. Oh, Andrew Hagen's going live. That is definitely one not to miss. Yo, Clutch. Aaron, welcome. Yeah, not too shabby actually, is it? I do love an accidental drive. Oh dear. All right. Right, 13 rings. Tiny little bit of car. No Alba. No Alba. Utterly wretched. Hole 6 absolutely wiped it all away. 2 shots dropped there. So, what would have been mediocre turned into a huge steaming pile of shit, unfortunately, on this occasion. So, it is a tournament of 0 banners, probably 2 top 10s, and whatever this wretched nonsense turns out to be. If you're still to play, best of luck with what you're doing. And I hope you drop an absolute monster and bring home the gold. And with your pitiful amount of cards, I hope they deliver you much joy on the cards that you're hoping to win. Oh, no problem, Russell. Yo, Bob! I thought you were just going on. 42nd. There we go. What would 12th have been? 12 under. There we go. It would have been tied 11th. Would have been tied 11th with an eagle there. But ho-hum, it's not that. It's that. That's what it looks like. And again, you know, you can't miss 1. You can't miss 5. And you can't miss 8. And expect a decent score. So coupled with the 2 that I dropped there, that's 5. And that's your winning score, your 15 under. So that's where it was lost. But enough of this nonsense. Tomorrow, Tour 11. Be there or be somewhere else. And I will hopefully see you then. Thanks for all your support. Thanks for being in here. Absolute pleasure streaming and having you all in here. Great chat. Thanks again for all of your messages and comments. And yeah, let's get on and support Peter Johnson. And let's see what else we got on. I can tell you who else we got on right now. Right, we've got Pete Johnson on. We got Andrew Hagan on. We got Golf Clash Italy. We got RJTV. We got Neo. We got Damien GC. All of these wonderful streamers on right now for your delectation. So, enjoy those as well. Support, enjoy, and I'll see you around all of those places because that's exactly what I'm going to do right now until I pass out. Thank you all again. I'll see you really soon.